Alright, so we have Philandru, the Archangel in the place. Thank you for coming through.
Let's say.
Alright, so first thing I want to ask you about the name Archangel. Right? Tell me where that originate and what's the significance behind that.
Well, Archangel, right? Archangel is more likely spiritual being, you know what I mean? Where fire burning within, trying to get out to spread the message, you see me I say? The righteous message across.
Okay, so your music carries more of a righteous, inspirational type of content.
Yeah, most likely. Sometimes I touch on different base, but sometimes it maybe feed to some people might think it negative, but basically it's a way of life. So way of life of it, it's a balance. You have a positive and negative, you know what I mean? But sometimes when you put things in people's face, they look on it different.
Can you say that what you mean?
Meaning, it's just like, say, for instance, if you speak about, the current situation where people is facing life. So, for instance, now, like, murders be going on, a lot of crime are going on.
Right.
And you speak about that. A lot of people think, say, you're speaking negative. Most likely, it's something you probably see or vision, you know what I mean, or you see happen to your friend and you're speaking about it. Probably come off a way, but some people think it's negative. But actually, just basically facts. That don't mean it negative. You're just speaking the truth.
Right. So you feel it's important to highlight those kind of social issues?
Well, to media houses, some of them will graft it. Some people will not. Some people will. You know what I mean? Alright, now if you see what going in the music industry and the social, everybody more gravitate to more negative. They are attracted to more negative than positive.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So what do you believe is the cause behind that appeal of the negativity in the mainstream, in the media? Why you think people are attracted to that in the first place?
Well, it basically is just like it's an everyday life where in the majority society living and ghetto living where people live, it's just like sex, money, gun and drugs. And you see it emulating at the movies, you see it singing the songs over the decades, long time. We've been hearing it over and over. It was probably a different form, but it's basically the same thing,
Right, so you feel like, I guess you're doing your part to try and change that kind of paradigm to where, you bring more of a balance to it with some of the righteous things you speak about.
Yeah, well, most likely is because actually I, as a person born, come in this world, me not come to think like nobody or to act like nobody. I just come to with my heart and for do. You understand me? Which everybody have a spiritual being with, it depends on how they perceive their life, but I gotta do what I gotta do. It's a man I say, which I don't wanna be like them who be trying to portray this gangster image and the thug image, which women used to once live in, but not no more.
Right. So that's what I want to talk about, because prior to being Philandru the Archangel, you was Thug Notch, right?
Yeah, I was Thug Notch, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's when I was living in Jamaica, big up Chisholm Avenue, you know what I mean? That's where, where everything went down all them time then,
What area in Jamaica is that, Chisholm Avenue?
Chisholm Avenue, that's in Kingston 13.
Okay.
Is that what I said? St. Andrew, Kingston 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so back to...
That's where I grew up from.
Okay. Okay, so but back to Thug Notch, right? How did the name originate? And then what I'd also like you to tell me is what caused that transition away from being Thug Notch into the Archangel?
Well, when me get the name Thug Notch, how that originate from a Sizzler song. You see what I say? Because I am a Sizzler fan, you know. Still is, you know, I am Switch. Still is a Sizzler fan. But I don't listen to him how we used to listen no more. But differently, the Sizzler song when him come on, you know, when him talk about tug notches, because at the time my friend him used to call me Tug a Tug, you know. So me do a balance and call it tug notch. That name originated from in the 97, 98. Just after when Tupac dead in the 96, that name start coming on.
Alright.
You see, so when you know I do like about 2-3 mixtape after that name, you know, with the 2 in Jamaica. Actually 4, with the 2 in Jamaica, with the 2 in the Bahamas, yeah. You know what I mean? But really after like you know the like say 2005, 2006, you know everybody down and this, talk that. Everybody want to be this, talk this. You know what I mean? You know me, I look on the whole thing. I say, you know what? And then know me that switch on that image, and then know me that one youth coming on the way. You know what I mean? I say, man, this is the life I want to live, portray for me youth. You know what I mean? And you know me, I say, no, you know. I have to do some soul searching, you see. Yeah, I have to do some soul searching, you know, rearrange myself, look into myself, because, you know, I do a lot of reading, you know, and I know my inner self, so I couldn't live a lie.
Right.
So I try to portray a thug life and I know I'm not living it.
Right.
You see, because a lot of artists out there dealing with it, claiming to be it, well, they know they're not. Some living it and doing it in their music, but some not. I mean, I want to portray them life, I mean, I say, I'm not living it. So, you know.
And I think that was the responsible thing to do, considering too that, like you said, you had a daughter coming, you know what I mean, and now you have to decide, hey, what do you want her to see you as at the same time, you know what I mean? So I think that was very responsible. Now you mentioned you do a lot of reading. Just share some of the type of content, the type of material that you read, and just in case anyone may be watching and like your vibe, like your spirit, and say, hey, let me see where you have your mind.
Well, me as a person, I like to read different types of books. But I like to read books where teach you about life. Sometimes I teach you about how to live a better life. Sometimes I read biblical book, I read historical book, geographical book, sometimes book about the body, about your health, about the food, what type of food if you eat, and what not really good for your body, you know. But I'm most likely more inspired by reading a lot of history.
Okay.
You see, me more captivated about history. You see, because, you know, a lot of things been hidden from us, you know, as a nation of people. You know, a lot of people don't really know themselves because they're captivated to an image that been brought to us, you know. But we live in a world of technology now where it's right in front of us, so we can, whatever we need to know, it's at our fingertips to go and find out. So I'm not like say, you know, they hide all of the books them from us, but everything right now up to date where we can go up on fingertips and find out about the true inner self.
Alright. Now, off camera, you were telling me while you were living in Jamaica, you were a boy amongst men. Meaning like you weren't really hanging with your peers per se. You know, you were hanging with the older cats, running with them, doing grown man things at a young boy age. So what during that period of your life and after you move on from that, what's some of the things that you learned during that time?
Well, during that time, when me growing up as a teenager, you know what I mean, growing up around a lot of elders where, you know, I just look up to guys, you know. I mean, you know, a lot of positive stuff been going around, you know, as a youth coming up, you know. Enough people never grasped it. At the time, we were more in tune with this Rasta culture, You know what I mean? Them time we never that grow locks, that grow year, but we never did that. But we did that. Try living the life, but differently from that. Wasn't growing with me younger, my fellow brethren when we grew up in school. You know what I mean? When we used to be, normal, whether we chasing girls, try to go to the party, flirt around, take a boy girlfriend. Used to do that, but after a time, it just like, you know what I mean? Me say, man, it's more to life than that. So more grow with the elders, flex with the elders, learn off it. Keep football league, mean like organize it. You know what I mean? Like deal with stuff in the neighborhood, like clean the gully. You know what I mean? Keep dance, keep stage shows. I was like the youngest one around these elders, doing these things.
So when you say clean the gully, describe to the audience what the gully is.
Well, the gully is like a trench, right? It is a trench for waste. Actually, it's like when rain fall, all of the water is come down.
Okay.
You see me? So most likely some of the water is instead of stay in a people yard or stay in one place, the gully is where the water come from. Sometimes the garbage, because people is throw garbage in the gully.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when the water come down in the gully, everything goes straight down to a manhole, and all of the water, the waste gone out to the sea. You know what I mean? The garbage pile up to an area where them have people who do work to come clean up all of them garbage or pile up to the manhole, because the manhole have something like a strainer where stop the garbage for the
water flow.
Yeah, for go down the drench for go down to the sea.
Okay.
Yeah, so the gullies, yeah.
Alright, so you spent off camera, you said you spent 19 years, your first 19 years living in Jamaica. Culturally, what are some differences that you see, for positive or for negative, between the Bahamas and Jamaica? Similarities and differences?
Well, really, you just, it's the same similarity, It's just that Jamaica is more populated than the Bahamas, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that the only similarity is that it's just different levity, Jamaica.
You using the Jamaican slang, you gotta break down what liberty means just in case, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean different liberty, I mean like different lifestyles.
Okay.
You understand me? But some people live their life how they want to live. You see me I say? And Jamaica have a lifestyle where they live. Bahamian have a lifestyle where they live. But that don't mean that, because in every nation you have good and you have bad.
Right.
You see me I say? So basically everything we are going around the world, because right now everything, we captivated by the world right now. Every Caribbean country captivated by the world. You see, so we up to the time with what I want.
Right.
You see me I say? So it's like what the world are going with, the Caribbean are going with it too. So,
So what's your opinion on that, on basically following the world in terms of their culture?
Well, I gonna be realistic. I lose. Sorry, I said this on camera. I lose off a lot of Caribbean countries. Reason why being because remember now, we are the descendants, of Africa, and these world places they captivated by us, how we live. You understand me? Our culture, especially when we come from slavery and we break out of that with them say slavery abolished and we have our own roots, we have our own culture. We're supposed to live the way we want to live.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what it's supposed to be. But no, everybody want to live American lifestyle or the pagan lifestyle or foreign lifestyle. Everything what foreigner do that we are doing. No, we have our lifestyle. When we live our lifestyle, we see more power. You see me? When we create things, the world captivated what we do. No, we get lazy. We are captivated on what the world offer to us. You understand me? And with the wider world out there, they destroying us to psychonym destroy Africa. Them are gonna have we as Caribbean people, they're gonna slowly destroying us. Because all our mind is captivated is what we see. We're not going on our mind and we inspire. We're not inspired. We only inspire for a lot of foolishness what present to us. When we're supposed to go in our brain and create a lot of stuff which we have, but no, we too relaxed, too complacent, too lazy.
So you think that where you think that stem from? You think that's the downside of technology, of having access to the entire world? Where you think that stems from?
Well, that is a part of it.
Okay.
That's a part of it. And we can't put the blame on technology alone. This is people itself, especially like parents to play a part.
Okay. In what way?
In what way that they themselves being complacent because they be more on the technology and they buy the stuff for their children. How they grow up, they won't even try to teach the children how they grow up. They just let the children and just run free. And whatever they learn out there is what they learn out there.
And that's the new culture that you're talking about.
Right. And then whatever captivate out there, they start. That's why notice how if you check now in some family home right now, is that a broken home.
Right.
Right? And sometimes the parents can't take so much. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes they show less time. Not to say they don't, but it ain't every parent. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes the child is have a lot of time, free time on their hand, which the parents supposed to even occupy them. You know what I mean? Because as a youth, when I grow, I create a lot of stuff. I even create my own ties. I create my own game as a youth, which when I grew up, my mother, me don't grow up in a mother and a father. A lot of children do. I didn't. You can ask any one of my people, they can know. I never grew up. My mother was living all my life in the Bahamas till she reached to the state. I didn't know my daddy until when we reached 22. I know my mother for the first time I lived and see her is when I 25 from a child from 4 or 5 years old and live at Jamaica.
Alright.
My mother been all my time in the Bahamas to the States. I see my mother from me a 5-year-old till when I'm 25. Okay? So a lot of people, children got opportunity, they got their parents and they come out and let their parents down.
Alright, so very quickly, you think that the culture that we losing, you would accredit that to one generation failing to school and the other generation?
Yes, that's why, yes, because you know why, see, if we gonna learn a lot of stuff what we learn from our grandparents or our parents, right, and we don't hand the baton down to them, make them know the fundamentals and the principles are the way of life. You know what I mean? Just simple things. You know what I mean? Just, say, before you eat, you pray before you eat. As you get up out of your bed, you spread your bed. You know what I mean? Things where, you know what I mean? Some little simple things we're supposed to learn, we're supposed to adapt, when you adapt, we don't do these things. So the child just, you know what I mean? So we have to take responsibility because if we don't teach the youth them, how them are going to learn?
Mm-hmm.
Them are going to go out there and learn off of them and them are going to think the wrong things out there is right.
Right.
If we don't show them that. You know what I mean?
Very true.